the earning, the living, the livelihood that you have right now. So it's a good trick. Be good, then it will be easier. And happiness camp, yeah, who have a happiness camp? Whose company who gives, what do you do now? You laugh there? How do you have to be happy? So they said, yeah, so we will know how to be happy. That's why we're attending the camp. Right? So it's something very unique in USANA. Who else can share why do they fear or intimidated to talk? Someone, yeah, here. Our beautiful co-director.
Hello everyone, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, I heard this guy, he's the husband of my friend, or husband of my friend. He's the manager of one of the shipping company here in Singapore. Sometimes he traveled in Malaysia, and sometimes he traveled in Indonesia. He had a lot of people because he's a manager of one of the top brass officer in that organization. Until now, I still have fear to communicate with them. Until now, one time, 3 years ago, I already presented the opportunity in Marina Bay Sands when I was on my birthday. Because they are top brass and they are high class, so you must present them with high, in a restaurant. So even though after 3 years, I presented them the opportunity, they still don't need the USANA business because they are well off. They have a car, they have a beautiful house here in Singapore. Then when I went to US last month, because I tell them that I have my visa, because my husband has continuous communications with the wife, because they're already family friend. Then the guy has a US visa, and the wife don't have a US visa. Then okay, you have to encourage the wife that we join again USANA so that she can get the visa, and so that she become also a gold director like me. Then until now, there's still fear because supposed to be we're going to Indonesia to present again to the shipping to his friend. But until now, I'm still intimidated. So I have to remove that fear. That because he is above me, because he is So I still have to get that fear that I have to present. So slowly, I'm trying to make the presentation by myself and how to present it in Malay or in Bahasa Indonesia, so I can really communicate well to his client there. Then later on, I know that if I will get that fear, I will become liable director.
Yes! So it's something that you have to build the courage. Sometimes having those knowledge, it will really help us to remove that fear. Right? Okay, so you always have to say that thank you so much. I really appreciate that, there's still 3 ways to work with us. If they rejected you, something like your friend, then you're going back. If your chicken list is something that they have already rejected you, this could be a script that you can tell them. Thank you so much for your honesty. I really appreciate it. There are 3 ways for us to work together. So it's not just being a member, just being a customer. You can say you can be a customer or have a good health. You can refer a customer to me. And the 3rd way is if you know someone who will enjoy additional 100 and 500 per 5,000 per month. It could be someone, right? So it's something that in our chicken list, we were not target that they will say yes to what you have in mind. Because maybe you were thinking that they're a businessman, you could help them, they can help you in your business. But what if this is not yet, they're not yet ready for that? So you can ask for referrals, or you can just ask them to use the product. So it's a good step. But what would you feel if you were able to contact all those 5? What would you feel? Accomplished, yes. Fulfilled, yes. Especially if they didn't stab you. You know? If it didn't kill you. Because it didn't bite you. Bite off your head. And so I have that chicken nest as well. One of those chicken nests is my aunt. And my aunt in US. And every time we go to US, I will always tell my husband, this is the right time. I will really talk to her. And every time I see her, I...
For 2 years.
Auntie.
4 years. 4 years.
I was like, hi, Auntie. And then Orby was like, finally, last August, I was able to, say it out loud with confidence. And I was really happy. She didn't kill me. She didn't, she didn't say bad things about it. And she said, you know what, I know that you already been doing Usana for so long. It took you a while to tell me about it. So, of course, I didn't say, I've been trying to tell you. But the moment I started talking to her, and I was on a roll. The moment I see that she has a positive reaction to my presentation, it didn't stop me. It didn't stop my husband to give me brochures and and things like that. And I started laying out in the dining room and asking one of her friends and asking her and letting go of my parents. Say, go party, you go party, and I'll talk to these people. Once you get that encouragement in yourselves, once you break through that, once the door was open, I'm pretty sure it will not stop you. So the fear is just at the doorway. Something like, who among you has gone through Chanel downstairs inside the store? Oh, yeah, of course. Have you tried to go there? Go inside? LV? Yes. Chanel. Yes? What do you feel when the first time you go there?
At first, it feels awkward and I'm not at ease because I'm not used to it.
Yes. But when you were walking around, you feel good?
Later on, before I saw the prices.
Yes. One thing is because we are afraid of the prices, we already know that what is the prices there, right? But they didn't kill you, right? Because even if you didn't buy anything, right? You will overcome that if you keep on going inside. They don't care if you buy or you didn't buy, right? Just overcome your fear of doing that. Don't feel that this is out of my league. Chanel is out of my league. I don't go there. I will not buy this. I will not buy this for my wife, for myself, for my girlfriend. But overcome the fear that you can step inside that store and confidently walk and check the prices. So that is how you feel on your chicken list. Then once you go outside, you say, oh, I'm still okay. Then I can be proud and brag to myself, oh, you know what, I went to Chanel store. Right? Okay, so do that. Overcome that fear. So what might be holding you back is always fear. So what is fear? False evidence appearing real. So if you don't go to that Chanel store, sometimes you'll say, because I don't have the money. Then you're making it real that you don't have the money. What if you go inside there and check the price of the bag that you want to be a gift or the bag that you want to buy for yourself? Then you said, I will save for that. I will make sure that in 6 months' time I have that enough money and I can buy that bag. Then you are already overcoming your fear. Right? So you're not making it real. Your fear, you are not making it real, but the reality, you're changing the reality. So there are, talking to our friends, having this business for more than 5 years right now, these are the fears that we have experienced. They've been saying that fear of responsibility. What is that? Anybody can tell me what's fear of responsibility? Yes, sir.
Like for example, if I contacted this person and then he replied me, I have to reply him in 2 hours or I'm a jerk.
Yes, something like that. You're very, very encouraged. You message your friend, and then they reply back and say, "Oh, what am I going to say?" Or I have downlines who will say, "Perhaps if I message this, and what will happen if they pay in? What am I going to do? I don't know how to train them." So I said, so it's stopping you to talk to them? Their fear is, once they have joined, what will they do? They're afraid of that responsibility. Afraid of success. Fear of success. They said, I have one down and I said, I don't really like traveling. So, doesn't matter if I don't hit leadership summit. And I asked, but do you want the 7,800? He said, yes. Then don't go to the trip. Just have your 7,800. And so sometimes fear of having that, fear of getting those travel incentives because they say that I don't want that thing. But in reality, they're just masking it, but they have fear behind it. What are those? Fear of failure. What if I fail? What if you change that? What if I become successful? What if this person is my next diamond director? Right? Then you will see this person on other team or other person's team. And then this person that you are fearing, talking what's in your chicken list, then you see them here in the office, running for PPS, going up the stage as a top executive gold director. Then what do you feel? Oh yeah. Chicken. So fear of I don't know everything. Yes, talking to doctors. We don't know everything. We will not know everything. But we can search for answers for everything. Right? So it's not a matter of you knowing everything about USANA, about the products. I don't know the components, the formula of Cell Essentials. But if someone talked to me about that, or someone asked me, I can always say that I can search for you and look into that answers for you. Right? So fear of not being enough. So something like what Coach Lucy was saying. So she doesn't want to invite this person because she feels that she's over than her. She's bigger than her, right? So she feels that she's not enough for this person. So always think of yourself as you're giving the gift. It doesn't matter if you're enough or not enough. It's not the issue. The issue is just you sharing. The fear of no. Who wants to hear no? No one wants to hear no, right? That is what we're if I'm going to talk to this person will just say no to me. But you don't know because you haven't asked the question, right?
Right.
So what are the 3 no's? No, not now. You don't know what's going on that state. That person is at that state right now. It could be very busy. It could be there's something going on in their lives. You don't know. No, not ever. Right? Never, never. Maybe because it's the top income earner in the other company. So it's just respect. Let's respect them. If they are the top income earner of the other company, let's respect them. Who do you know? Pinilit. Who do you know? It's something that you know, that ever. Who can you give me that you think that I can help? Right? Okay? So plan of action. What is your action right now? You have your 5 chicken list. Is it okay to target for those 5 in the chicken list to talk to them this week? Today is Saturday. Cut off is 2 p.m. It's another start of a new week, correct? And we are at Q4. What if this 5 chicken list will help you to get Q4 goal? And yes, your leadership summit. Can you do that?
Yes.
5 chicken lists this week, okay? So that's your plan of action. Ask and listen. I've been telling you, you have to ask and you have to listen. Because sometimes the answers to those questions, they already told you. All you have to do is repeat it to them. Sometimes they don't hear themselves. So show it to them. Tell them what you have heard from them. Okay? So let's have a group exercise. Can you count from 1 to 5?
1, 2, 3, 4,
1, 2, 3,
4, 5, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 3,
4. Okay. All number 1, please stay here in front. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so number 1.
Pwede mo naman sabihin na
I have quite a few experience because I need the biometrics. Yeah, so although I didn't think much, but my team actually gave me quite a few advice. The thing is that my team gave one of my leaders actually has some experience that talking to a doctor that was saying just today he was like supplements and such, and then he was and then the person says, oh, I'm using this stuff, and the doctor says, oh, you something?
Okay. Let's give it a hand to Coach Howard.
Hello everyone. Hi. Again, I'm Howard. I'll be representing Group 1 with the question from potential prospects saying, I know Usana, your products are expensive. All of us has experienced this question before from our customers, correct?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. In my experience, my response would be, that's good, you know Usana, but you're saying that it is expensive. I would reply by saying, expensive meaning compared to what? And then I wait for the response from the prospect to explain what is it expensive. Why is it expensive? Are you saying it's expensive against other brands? It's expensive against anything. Because until we find the right answer from the prospect, the hidden, how you say? Rejection.
Yeah.
The hidden rejection. Because sometimes it's an impulse from them to say, oh, it's expensive. Expensive. Because at front, you will see, oh, $100, it's really expensive. But they don't know that's $100 divided by 224 tablets. For example, for cell essentials. Right? 100 divided by 224, that's about, yeah, oh, 80 cents. Right? You only pay 80 cents for proper nutrition.
Correct.
Right? When you buy, for example, a Coca-Cola downstairs for a bottle, you pay at least 150,
Correct.
1 to 150. But that gives you only
Sugar.
sugar. Sugar and a momentarily release of energy endorphins because you're happy you're drinking something sweet. You buy a caramel bar or a chocolate bar, which is also the same price but only gives you again sugar. Right? So it depends on how the client would respond from your question. When I say compare to what, he has to explain. He or she has to explain. Then from that answer, you can expand more.
Yes.
Expand more. Then it becomes a discussion. It's a whole. It's an opportunity for us to discuss about USANA more and more.
Yes.
Alright? Okay?
Okay,
Thank you. Thank you.
Give them a warm of applause. So satisfied on that? Right? Compared to what? So you are opening another door of discussion. You are opening another question that your prospect will answer. So you will learn more from them. Right? Compared to what? Okay? Because sometimes compared to what? Compared to brand G. Suddenly you go to this question, right? Okay, so next group. Group number 2. So who is our representative? Oh, there you go. I can't make the commitment until I talk to my husband.
Okay, good morning again.
Morning.
Okay, this is our answer. I can make a commitment until I talk to my husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, or parent. Means I can make a commitment means is an excuse, right?
True.
Maybe because money you can, for example, wants to join. For example, $600. If you have 10 friends and can ask $50 from them just to borrow, you can do because you want it. Yeah, because we have a diamond director who has a lend or lend I forgot it. Okay. Okay. First thing you do, you have to thank the person because she or he listened to your presentation.
Yeah.
Okay. And we make an appointment. So number 2 is make an appointment for the person. For example, she wants maybe she cannot decide, right? Because you want to ask the husband. Okay. So for example, she say yes, it's okay, right? Okay, we make appointment to the husband or the girlfriend. How about if say no, right? So what are we going to do? Again, you have to ask again the person. Okay, can you what do you like best in the presentation? You can ask that. What do you like best in the presentation? Or you can again tell them, or maybe I can tell you some of the fear that some of the questions that I will tell you the answer. So for example, maybe I can make a commitment because it's an excuse, right? Maybe you don't have time, you don't have money. Then you have to answer it one by one. Let them decide for them. But you already explaining to them, right? I don't have the money. Then explain again to them about you don't have the money. That one you can borrow from your colleague, or you can from your friend, or you don't have time. Then tell them that everyone has 24 hours. But why is it that some are successful in USANA? then if you don't decide now, when? Right? You have to decide now. And because I give you the presentation, then you're an adult. You are more than 18 years old, right? So you can decide for yourself. Correct? You can decide. You can decide for yourself. Why wait for your girlfriend? Why wait for your husband? For me, I decide for myself when I join.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. You have to decide because that is the future for your kid, for your family, for your parents. Okay. So start. You can then encourage them to decide. That is how. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. So, let them decide, right? Ask them, let them decide, ask for an appointment. Correct?
Ask for appointment.
Yes.
If you don't want, then answer their query.
If they don't want, then answer what is, and you ask what you like best, right?
Like this.
Okay, so you are channeling to the positive of your presentation.
Yeah, in addition, like ask positive questions regarding so that they don't have
Yes.
time to think for this.
Ask positive questions. If we ask positive questions, we get positive answers. Correct. Okay, so we have to train ourselves on that one. So sometimes it takes a lot of courage to tell these things to our prospects, right? So make them decide for themselves. Later, I will give you some of my possible answers as well. But of course, it's best that everyone has a lot of answers for these questions, right?
Yes.
Number 3. My doctor says I need to consult him. So, who is your representative? Okay.
Okay, hi everyone.
Hi.
This is Robert. I'm standing for question number 3. Well, I know I'm not the oldest, but just like as I am. My teammate is trying not to give me the chance. Okay, so for this question, my first response, our first response is with full confidence. We say, sure, go ahead, show him, because if the question is asked like this, probably this person is a patient already.
Yes.
That's why the doctor is taking strict control. So yeah, just let him ask, because there's something that you need consultation, like for example, Pro C shouldn't be taken with referring together. But we also need to highlight that a lot of doctors actually don't know much about nutritional science.
Yes.
They only need to spend 6 hours in a year to be qualified to prescribe supplementation. And yeah, then there will be a lot of doctors that are against supplementation because they are skeptical. That's the first thing. And we can also share about the memes, because the memes is literally doctors' masterpiece already. So tell him that, see, this is what doctor is already recognized in the first place. And we can also share about, share testimonials and stories. I actually know a very good story from one of our teammates that one a patient that goes to the doctor and says, the doctor says, you should not take supplementation. And then the patient say, oh, but I recently started taking USANA. And the doctor say, oh, USANA? USANA, just go ahead. Yeah. The doctor also recognized that USANA is safe enough. And finally, according to my teammate, we can also share testimonials that he actually got a cancer patient. And doctor says, you should not take any supplementation to start taking Self-Shield. Yeah. So, and finally, I actually have a photo in my phone that I show people often is that even the doctors and the clinics are prescribing USANA. That photo is actually a Self-Shield tagged with the sticker of Glen Eagles.
Yeah.
How powerful is that?
Very good.
Yeah, so that's our response that we can use. Be professional and be confident.
Yes. Alright. Thank you so much. Yes, testimonials is very good, especially like that doctors are also using.
Yeah.
Alright? Okay, question number 4. I am busy. So just email back to me.
Okay, so I'll just read first what a sample answer, what our group has shared. So for that objection, so this, I understand you are busy. I know that you are working in a 12-hour shift And I suppose that is what you are busy right now with, right? So, and, or maybe are you into doing other recreational activities? Then we would say, you know, I feel you. I too myself, I am busy. I am actually working, and I'm still working right now, and that's why I'm doing this thing part-time only. So, what if I could show you something that maybe could give you more time? Would you be willing to listen? And then you could say, actually, about the information, actually, I can give this to you. I can give you the website. But the thing is, I'm afraid it cannot answer all your questions. So what if we can set a time for this and then I just answer all your questions? So actually, we divided this into 4 steps. So the first step is acknowledge. When I say, I understand that you are busy, so that's actually acknowledging the objection. And then the second step is identify. So I said, I know you are working a 12-hour shift, and instead of asking, I just help him or her answer that maybe I suppose that what you are busy right now is your job. And or maybe are you into doing other recreational activities? So let him answer. At this step, you must know the background of your prospect.
Yes.
And then the third step is empathize. So you need also to put ourselves on their shoes. I mean, we must know why are they having this objection. So our answer is, you know, I feel you. I myself, I am busy. And you can actually share a story. Like for example, we have a teammate who is actually a security guard before, and he's on 12-hour shift, and he's even taking the shifts of his other colleagues. So he can relate. And then that's the time you give the solution. You resolve. So
All
that's
right. Thank you so much. So number 1 is what's that? Accept, acknowledge, identify, empathize, and resolve. Okay, that's good because you are listening properly to your prospect, right? So you acknowledge the answer and then you identify, and it's a good thing that you should know more of the background of the person that you're talking to. Okay, and last but not the least, Yusana is good, but we've been using Brand G for so long. Representative?
Ladies first.
Ladies first, a second.
We were actually debating who it was actually over.
Definitely not me.
Yeah, I think I'm the oldest.
Yeah.
Okay, Usana is good, but we have been using Ranji for the longest time. So we only have like one common answer, and that is to show them the research, right? So this is a very common like answers for most of our friends who's actually in the supplementation as well. Like for that one, we name it like GNC, which is very famous here in Singapore.
I can say GNC.
I know that we name it GNC, right? For example, it's like GNC brand. So when we receive an objection like this, we have to acknowledge and say, hey, that's actually good. You know, GNC is actually a very good brand. It's very famous here in Singapore. However, I actually saw this book. Then you like tell them a story. You know, I actually bought this book in Kinokuniya because I'm actually into supplementation as well. So when I take supplements, I want to make sure that I'm actually taking the best one. So I went to this bookstore and I actually found this book. This book is actually, then you talk to them about who like Val McWilliam is. And you have to make sure that you read the book so that you would know what's inside. So you give them a brief description, who is the author, why this book was written, and what's actually inside. So okay, so you're using brand G. So I actually come across that brand as well, and I happened to like when I was like browsing through the book, I happened to look at your brand. So I'll show it to you as well if that's okay with you. So you also have to ask the permission if it's okay, because if not, some of them might get offended of what the answer will be. So you show them the star. So, but then other than that, apart from showing them their brand, you show them other brands as well, so that they would not feel that you are targeting their brand only.
Yes.
Like for example, oh, you know Centrum, right? Centrum is very famous in Philippines because it's endorsed by one of the most handsome actors. So you show them Centrum. And Centrum, so this is the star of Centrum. And you also tell them that to make them understand what they're the stars, you compare it with a hotel. because hotel are rated stars. So 1 star, 2 star, then the best ones and the most expensive one are 5 star. So you actually do a comparison so that if they wouldn't know why supplements are actually graded as stars, they wouldn't know, they wouldn't understand that. So you make them understand it in a layman's term, it will be easier for them to compare. So then you go to your brand. And I actually saw this one, this is what I've been using, and this is 5 star. Then you explain to them why it's 5 star and all that. So you make them feel that, you don't make them feel that they're using like a lesser product than what you're taking. But you just show them the benefit that this is what I'm taking, and it's actually, I'm just using it like for X number of months, and this is the result I got. And you share them your own personal story. Sharing your own personal story and how the products that actually help you will actually create a more impact. So if you're like new to the company, you make sure you use as much as you can all of the products. And you share them your own testimony, not other people, not your outline, but your own story, how USANA had changed you in terms of like health.
Yes. Thank you so much. Great. Thank you so much. Yes. Group research is one of the most powerful answers for that. And Group 5 just gave us an assignment. Read through the group research and comparative guide from cover to cover. It's a good tool for you. Read and understand. It's because if you read and understand, it's easy for you to say that you just read this book and you bought it from Kinokuniya. You make sure that you really bought it from Kinokuniya, okay? Because if they go there and you're showing a different book, it shows a different, it gives a different message. Okay? So I would also want to share what are my possible answers. Do you want that?
Yes.
So these are my possible answers for these questions. Of course, your answers are very good. These answers are based on our experience as well. So for question number 1, I know, Yosana, your products are expensive. Can you read that? Of course, no. So I'll just say. I don't want to share actually. Okay, when a prospect says your product is too expensive, usually it's not about the price. Sometimes it's not about the price. In many cases, it's how we talk to them about your product. Just like what Group 1 was saying, is compared to what? Right? So sometimes this is the first thing that we need to do is the price objection is to find what's really going on. Sometimes it's expensive for them because they are in a very difficult situation at this point. So we have to understand that. We have to look beyond the price objection. We have to go beyond what's going on. Because this could be opening a little bit of what's going on with your prospects. Usually this comes in the inviting, especially if they know already that you are going to present them USANA. So you just have to know and understand what's going on with them. Okay? Next one is I can't make a commitment until I talk to my husband. The next time your prospect says about this one, about another decision maker in a group, if this comes out in a prospecting or invitation, you have to set an appointment. That's correct with the answer of number 2. You have to set an appointment. It's important for you to meet both decision makers. It's important for you to meet up and tell them that I will show it to both of you. Right? So do not push in one invitation only that this person only. Because they will feel also nice and they will feel that you are accommodating. You're not saying no to them. If they say, I need to talk to my husband about that, good. Then why not let's meet together with your husband? What is the best timing for you? I am free with this time and this time. Okay? So let's always agree with them. Next, my doctor says I need to consult him before I use any product. So the Gleneagles thing is very good because it's one of the famous hospitals here in Singapore, and we already know that someone is already recommending. This objection it has a very good intention. Because the moment that they say that they want to show it to the doctor, they're already interested. But there might be something that they are still not believing on it. Then the unique selling proposition of USANA came to action. So what is the unique selling proposition of USANA? We have a potency guarantee by our founder. Correct? This is a science-based. You can always say, yes, you go to your doctor because this is a science-based nutrition. This is a science-based product. And you can always say that an athletes, 3,000 athletes are using this because nutrition is vital for athletes. Correct? And what is that? The last one is we have the high-quality manufacturing in Utah. You have to show them where is the manufacturing company of USANA. We are not networking company. We are a cellular nutrition company. So even though we are selling the product, direct selling or networking scheme, but we are not networking company because we manufacture our own product. Okay, so we always say that our manufacturing is a compliant of GMP and an approved facility of the FDA. So meaning our products, they not only go through quality, but even our manufacturing goes through the quality. Alright? So number 4, I am busy, just email me more information. Group 4 says it's very correct. And again, your prospect is showing interest. Your prospect is already showing that they are interested on what you are going to present to them or what you have been presenting to them. Why not, if they say email to you, you agree with that. But you have an opening line just so I know what do I need to include in that email. What do I need to email to you? So you would know already if they want products, if they want to know more about their company, if they want to know more about the business. It's another opening door for you to explain to them. Sometimes based on our experience, sometimes it ended up that I don't need to email because of that line. Suddenly I'm already presenting to that person. You know, you opened a line, but because you asked them something, then the guard went down. Then they feel that they feel important. And they feel that it's specialized. Not like, okay, I'll email you my website. Okay, so it's very general. But this one, you are asking the specific need of the person that you're talking to. Okay, let them feel important. And the last one is, USANA is very good, but we have been using brand G. Yes, NutriSearch is very, very good tool. You always have to have that. But sometimes the trick or winning over this prospect is instead of you asking them to change their brand, what if you tell them to use it together with their product? It's an and rather than either so. So you're not competing with the product that they've been using for the longest time. They could be loyal to that. But you will add in another one. We have a lot of product range. If they are using fish oil, why not add in cell essentials? If they've been using multivitamin already, why not add in Proflavanol C100? You have other things to offer them. So it's important for us to know why are they loyal to that brand? Why do they want it? Probably sometimes it's the shake. So do not push my Smart Shake, but push the nutritional products. Or sometimes they're using the nutritional products. And we have skincare products. Right? So you have to offer everything. And do not compete with the product that they have. We have one guest last time. He's very loyal of his fish oil. We just told him to add cell essentials. After that, he said, okay, it's a good combination. After that, he added proflavanol C100, he added Hepasil, he added full range. He's not using Biomega. He's still using his fish oil. And it doesn't matter, right? Because he is using more of your product than only one of his products. Okay? So did this help you?
Yes.
Do you have more confidence to talk to your prospects right now?
Yes.
So I hope it just really helped you, this exercise this afternoon. So just a final note. I would encourage you to celebrate all the small wins.
Yes.
We will not get always 500 points. But sometimes opening the door, to be prospecting or presentation, it's a huge win already. So celebrate small wins. Sometimes even talking to your friend, responding, it's not sing zone. Right? They responded to you, it's a huge win. Okay, so celebrate that small wins. So, like what I said, who can I help today? Right? And forget all the reasons why it won't work. And really believe in one reason why it will. There will be a lot